Making a game on the scale of Halo takes hundreds of people with different skills, a singular vision, and time. Lots of time. But before a game reaches store shelves, the team must create thousands of assets that are tracked in 2-week deadlines we call sprints. 343 Industries invites you to join us on our journey, creating Halo 5 Guardians from the ground up, one painting, sound, and line of code at a time. This is the sprint.
We're going down to ALLE today to shoot a lot of the character-driven scenes. We've been focusing a lot on mostly stunt and action sequences in the last couple months. Typically, we would shoot a little less in a normal 4-day shoot. This 4-day shoot is going to be a little aggressive. It's going to consist of 2 pretty robust rehearsal days and then 2 significant shoot days. Again, we were able to get everyone on set together for a limited time, so we've kind of got to cram as much as we can in this 4 days as possible. It's an ensemble cast this time, so availability is tough to schedule sometimes. We're shooting our opening sequence in the Pelican deployment bay area where we meet our team, Osiris team, for the first time. Locke, Tanaka, Vale, and Buck. We'll shoot the briefing room scenes, which are on the Infinity. Again, that's just a different challenge than Halo 4 altogether, because the majority of those sequences are really about Chief and Cortana. You go from maybe 2 or 3 characters and you jump to, 6, 7, 8. So technically, that's 8 face setups on a day, 8 audio mics, 8 head cams, more makeup people to come in and put dots on faces. And then when you put all those actors on set together, the sort of chaos factor kind of goes exponential. Should be a good trip.
There's obviously an intro cinematic that leads into every mission, has one of them. For E3, we've actually cut things in from cinematics throughout the games to sort of build that story and build the mythos of what the mission is, who the key players are. But yeah, we definitely had to edit out things so we didn't give away too much.
There's a test.
I might.
Is it still work in progress, man? But
Yeah. So let's see. I don't know if you. This is a little rough here, but.
Oh my God. It's like literally me.
Yeah.
Oni, out of the shadow. Yet now you hunt another Spartan, the greatest of your clan.
Crazy.
That's crazy. That's my face, dude. What the
What's that?
It's my face.
we fade down, we fade up into where Osiris is, and we have Buck and Locke talking about the idea of going after Chief. Effectively, it has a front part of the scene and a back part of the scene, but the front part of the scene, it takes place in the briefing room, and the back part of the sequence takes place in the Infinity kind of hangar bay area. Out that way there's a large window we can see out into space. Oh, here, check this. Roland's here. Lasky's right there with the Zen, right? The monitors are behind you. Here's our table, which Roland is on. And like I said, this is our window. Okay?
So we're doing a little something at the top here. Like, am I like in the console?
Yeah, we'll have like some screens that are up here between you and him. So yes,
So I can be working on something?
you should.
So this table is just a little bit too big. So see how it's probably 4 inches on that side.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe 4 to 6 inches on each side.
Can we get it closer, dimension-wise?
I mean, if you want to do some construction, we certainly can.
Ready? And action.
I tried to warn you this was happening.
He's gone in search of her.
You let him go.
How is it that...
Nobody lets the chief do anything. He does what he wants.
Until 0631 this morning when he was declared absent without leave.
This isn't about the Master Chief.
John is not equipped emotionally to deal with her as a threat.
Hey! Is anyone going to answer me?
You're out of line, Roland.
Yes, sir. But so is everyone else.
And cut. How'd that feel?
Well,
My note to myself is it's worse than you think. I don't know if that helps you.
It does.
Okay.
And is this like an I told you so moment, obviously, of like, we've been through this before?
I feel like I've
Is that
seen a
what
lot
you're
more
referring to, or do you
conversations
mean
like,
something
I
else?
told you, you were stupid.
Like, do I believe him there too? Am I kind of defending him? Like, he might be on a mission that's good.
Up! Move, Spartan!
Just don't die for the next 30 seconds. I have to say that because when Carlos isn't good at it.
It's true.
Okay, for the sake of this, let's try to all get together at the beginning before you go in.
Yeah, bunch up in the archway and go through together as much as you can.
Right.
All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
There it is, the Guardian.
I got teleported there.
Well, you got popped into position.
not leave it without us. Hurry, Osiris.
I don't know, that didn't look too bad to me.
Do you want to show me where that dodgy looking thing was you spotted?
Yeah, so if you stay behind and get close to where the platform falls, but stay behind and you'll see the far end of the platform, you'll see geometrical lighting as it falls down.
Haven't come this far to let the Guardian slip away now.
I got trapped. Okay, on the right hand side.
Yes.
We'll bug it for Greg.
A lot of things have to come together for this sequence to play believably and reliably.
Yeah.
And we're just sorting out which components are solid and which ones are giving us trouble and trying to triage out what we're going to do about each.
We also want a good experience for all 4 players. And so testing that in this type of environment allows us to play through it, see everyone's point of view over and over again.
Yeah, to me, most of the stuff plays really, really well. There's one section that I think we need to add a little bit more camera shake.
Yeah.
I shoulder bashed you while you were in the air.
Yeah.
The lighting is getting really good though.
Whoa!
There's performance things to keep in mind too. There is a lot of memory coming from environments, from all of animations, from effects and destruction. So it's a pretty complex area.
We're really trying to make sure it doesn't turn into just another scripted video game experience. Like, we want the player to actually play it. So, yeah.
It's a tall order.
Halo 5 is really very co-op centric. The way we build the levels, the way we build the game itself, and the way that we've constructed the characters that you play as in the game. So we actually have 2 different teams in Halo 5. You have Blue Team, which kind of all brothers and sisters brought back together from the Spartan 2 program, and then you have the Spartan 4's Fire Team Osiris, which is Locke's team. You know, we have Vale, who's our rookie, we have Tanaka, who's a little bit more of a veteran, we have Buck, who used to be an ODST. So when you're playing as co-op, you're playing as each of these characters rather than just generic, you know, alternates of Chief. And so throughout the story, you're alternating between both of those teams.
There's no visual hierarchy or attenuation in these wires yet, so don't get too concerned with the fact that they're all like 100% full white.
Sure. Yep.
They're, you know, I'll organize them and push and fade them back so that, you know, maybe like the cradles, obviously the health bar are a little more visible than things like the elevation meters.
Yeah.
Those are because that's just kind of fancy. It's just like if you ever put on a motorcycle helmet, you know, you're not really cognizant of like the detail and the padding up on your cheeks, you know. The last one here was Kelly. and she has the EVA visor. Yeah, and all this stuff, I mean, I definitely used her helmet as a template, so actually very conveniently, lines like this in the health bar actually match up perfectly with this little horseshoe in her glass. So I tried to be very ergonomic about finding complements, you know, so I'm not really inventing too many false lines in any of these concepts. I'm really working off of the truth in the model. And that is all I have on Blue Team. I still need to do Fred.
Yeah.
Well, and Jeff actually has done some really interesting explorations into projecting normals onto the glass.
Yeah.
And you actually got a lot of identity of who that Spartan is from the reflection on the glass.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, the glass paneling.
And then we'd have wires on top of this, but hopefully we can rely less on the wires and kind of rely on this stuff, because I think this captures better the overall shape of the helmet than like our static wires could do.
Yeah, I love this stuff. I love doing bold stuff like this. We're always going to be strapped with how much to do of it, you know, and when it impacts gameplay and starts conflicting with the other stuff going on. Because you have this, you have effects flashing, you have lens flares, you know, it's just the layers start getting crazy.
I think both with Jeff's demonstration here and with these illustrations, I think we're being deliberately kind of heavy-handed just for proof of, just to kind of sell the idea. But I think in practice, this stuff, you're going to find this stuff like 50% like either toned down or pushed out.
Yeah, it feels more interactive. It feels more modern. Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Awesome.
All right.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
For the
review.
Yeah, thanks. Yay.
So the new dual camera setup that we have on Halo 5 lets us get a stereo view of all of Brian's markers so that we can see them with 3D coordinates. That's going to make everything a lot more accurate and give us an even better facial solve.
What he said.
Cool.
Guys on standby?
Oh yeah. Ready for trouble with our wooden assault rifles.
This is the second part of 060, and it's basically Locke and Buck having a moment where Buck's really unsure and uncomfortable about the fact that they're going to go track Chief.
Travis, he's our backup Buck. Travis is also our primary Fred as well on Blue Team, and we'll basically be taking his entire performance if we can't get Nathan Fillion in here. And then we'll just have Nathan do some audio on top of his performance.
So there's Locke.
So we're going to start here with Locke, walk around that side, the right side of the table, and then go to mid volume. Yes. Okay, sounds good.
Castle 1.
And action.
So you're okay with this? This isn't just another target.
Every target is just another target, Brock.
For you, maybe.
Look. Every other Spartan, hell, every other soldier who knows we're after him, they're gonna hate us. You know that, right?
You're not the only one here because of him.
Let's cut there.
Let's cut.
Matt, the timing of take 5 was like perfect, except for the approach. All right, so if we can't get this again, we get that approach, maybe just do 2. That'll give you enough fudge room to where to put the cut in, okay?
Perfect. 60, Frank, 7.
And action.
Locke. Every Spartan, hell, every other soldier that knows we're after him, they're gonna hate us. You know that, right?
You're not the only one here because of him, Buck.
Let's cut there. That was a good shot. Yeah, stand by.
You're not the only one here because of him, Buck.
Can I see 5 quick?
You're not the only one here because of it.
You stay exactly where you are. That's perfect. Do that exact thing again. Okay, we'll do one more. Come on. Every target's just another target. Buck there.
Yeah.
That you have buck there, but no buck here at the end. Right.
Every other start.
All right.
Set.
And action.
What do you think that's about?
A week after we shot Travis, we actually got Nathan into the studio to redo the entire scene with Mike Coulter. Within these blue lines, I'm attached to a camera inside of our actual scene, so I can follow people around as kind of a natural cameraman would. It's as if Nathan Fillion and Buck are standing right here.
$700 in 17 days. It's crazy.
What? Oh. We have a lot of weapons, so we have a lot of different designs.
Yeah, we can't come back across this line. Okay.